Hi everyone, hope you're well, you're smelling great, enjoying your favourite fragrances today. And this is what we've got. We're going to be opening the Uncompromising Sohan by Penhaligon. We've got this through the post, and it is the Uncompromising Sohan by Penhaligon, and it is a blind buy, and it is a eBay buy as well. Let's get right in this. And it is used, and it is, I believe, a reputable buyer. I looked into them and it seemed okay. And this cost £104, I think. That's a lot. Yeah, £104.72, and there is about 5 to 10 mil out of it. So I was just browsing through fragrances and shopping. I just come across this, and this is my second Penhaligons actually. The other one is Halfeti, and I absolutely love Halfeti. It's a real work of art. I've not really looked into much of the Penhaligon line. I know originally he was based in Cornwall, which is where I live, and then he moved to London. I know a bit about the history, though in terms of the fragrances, not sure. So they look quite aristocratic. I think they're named after like sort of the upper echelons or the characters of the hoi polloi, the well-to-do, the bourgeoisie, and yeah, let's have a little look actually. Right, so yeah, it's a British band. Penhaligon portrait tells the story of Lord George and his dysfunctional yet oh so British family. A study in chapters. 2017 sees the arrival of the uncompromising Sohan, an ambitious young chancer entering the familial home. This eau de parfum is the spirit distilled, a well-travelled and heady blend of rosebud, pepper and saffron, falling into a moody vetiver and labdanum, finishing in an exotic flourish of sandalwood and oud. All those tick my box, absolutely tick my box. Okay, so yeah, this is what we've got. Box there, and it said, what did it say? Eau de parfum. This, yeah, eau de parfum. So that's what I got for £104. And it's 75 milliliter, so there's probably about 5 milliliter out of that, yeah, maybe 10, so about, let's say 65, 70 milliliter for £104. Now I do believe this is discontinued. It says it's 79% vol there. It does say it's discontinued, so, and it retails, when I looked into this, several £100. So nice lid that actually. Nice bottle. Okay. That's awesome. It's probably one of the best lids I've seen, to be fair. A little hawk's head, is it, or eagle? Class, that's a corker. Very distinguished, that. Anyway, let's get into this. It's not bad a bottle. Well, it can be. Well, definitely smell rose off that. Obviously I'm going to smell something. It's like a soapy rose. I'm going to be careful with this because I've just smelled that and I've really got a feeling that's going to be a bit of a beast performer. So I'm not going to do what I usually do. I may be wrong, but it just smells powerful. That's fuel. That is fuel. That is absolute fuel. in a absolute remarkable way. Rose Oud combo never fails on me. Never fails on me. And a quality one at that. That is something. Let's have a look. So the main accords are woody, oud, rose, warm, spicy, amber, metallic, and American leather. Right, it's getting 4.13 out of 5. And yeah, it was made in 2017. And the top notes are rose, saffron, pink pepper. Rose is just so prominent. I imagine that rose is just going to last throughout the way of this. Middle notes are Labdanum and Vetiver. And the base notes are Laotian Oud and Sandalwood. It's quite a dark, dank oud Laotian. Long lasting and eternal. Don't surprise me, really don't. That's 2 sprays, and I really don't need more than that. And I do like to put a spray or 2 on. That's more than enough. The sillage is strong to enormous, and it's more male unisex. So yeah, this could pass as unisex. It is definitely more male dominated. It's strong, it's bold. It's like wow, that's something. It says okay value. Now that the strength of this, the strength of that for about 65ml for 150, I'm really not going to need much of this when I wear it. So at that price, it's worth every penny. On Selfridges, this would retail at $2.20 for 75ml. So you're looking at pretty high end there. It's not available. Yeah, so let's have a look what it's saying. It doesn't say the perfumer. It's got some pros and cons, so we'll do some cons first. And it's may not be suitable for those who dislike strong scents. Definitely, this is a strong rose oud combo with that vetiver just like backs this right up. It's not for the faint of heart. The next comment is not for the faint of heart. It's like, yeah, and I agree. Mixed reactions from others. This to me is a rose oud lover's dream. It really is. This is like, it's like there's a richness, there's a real booziness to this. That sort of almost sour champagne type. And many find it too old-fashioned and overpowering. Old-fashioned, no. Timeless. Timeless. This is classic. This will never go out of fashion, this type of fragrance. Never. In the right environment, the right occasion, this is just absolutely explosive. Not very novel or unique. You could say that about any rose oud combo because it is perhaps one of the most done fragrances. I've got to say this is different. This is nuanced. I'm getting flipping goosebumps sniffing this. Cumin-like note, maybe I've put in for some. Can't pick it out. Redundant offering from Penhaligon, and that got 1 thumbs up. So no, the thing is that the rose oud, it's not for everyone. It really isn't. And it's easy to think they all smell the same, and they don't. Many of them, particularly from these high-end niche fragrance houses, they do hold nuance. This is probably one of the best I've smelt in a heck of a long time. I'm absolutely flipping blown away by this, to be fair. Pros for this are great for cold weather, don't doubt it. This will work well in heat as well. This would definitely work well in heat. Good sillage and projection, again, do not doubt. Smell this going in the room. Well blended and masterful use of saffron and rose notes. I think this is just one of the most finely blended fragrance I've smelt in a long time. I get that with Penhaligon. Do you know, I'm going to have to invest and look into a bit more of this house, because Halfeti for me, the note breakdown in Halfeti, it's got so many. It's probably got the most notes. It's probably got the most notes that I've seen in a fragrance. Halfeti, the way they blended that, Halfeti is up there with one of my absolute favourites, go-to. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to look into Penhaligon a lot more, to be fair. Right, masculine and bold fragrance, no doubt. I think some rose fragrances, they do have the tendency to wear the wearer, and I think this one, those couple of sprays, I think pretty much anyone could rock this. Yeah, this is easily pull offable by anyone. Powerful and long lasting scent, I don't doubt. Smelling that there in the bottle, I could just reek of that. It's just got power vibes coming off it. Appetizing colour of the juice. I mean, look at that. That is, let's be honest. It's like a pink amber. It's almost got that Udispazan colour to it, a little richer than Dior Privé line, is it? Or exclusive line, I'm not sure. It's a deeper, richer than Eau d'Espazon. Saffron Paradise with a clear message of presence. Is that Christmas presents or presence of mind or being? I'm gonna look at some comments. Straight in with a couple of 6.3 out of 10s, and it smells like poo. We're gonna get that with an oud. People are always gonna make that connection. It doesn't smell of poo. It really doesn't. If anyone wants to sell this fragrance, pop me a message. I'd love to add this one to my collection, and I don't blame you. I do. Go for it. It isn't a safe blind, but I won't say it's an absolutely fantastic introduction to rose oud. Difficulty with this is if this is your introduction to a rose oud, it's probably going to spoil the next interactions you have with rose ouds, because I think one's going to be all pressed to find something better than this. It's certainly in a mainstream way. I don't doubt there'll be better iron niche than this, though I've got to say, man, this is flipping top tier. Either a homeless, dirty man living on the street or a rich prince from Dubai. Nothing in between. There you go. You got a choice there. Homeless bum or affluent king. It's like pick and choose. I have a bottle of this and I dislike it a great deal. Lol. Rich, dirty scent with warm spices, wood and some animalic nuances. It smells really masculine for me, with this dirty type of musks and dark oudy notes. It's a classic oriental combo made in an elegant British style. Yeah, I'd not considered that actually. I don't really know much about British fragrances, to be fair. I generally don't. I go for Middle Eastern, French or Italian. And never really looked into British fragrances, though, yeah, might be worth looking a bit further into them. It smells like a female fortune teller that lives in a dimly lit cloth tent. The scent is 5 out of 10, and this is not a fragrance that I would recommend checking out. Female fortune tellers, eh? At first spray I found it a bit old lady, generic and a bit astringent, with a hint of spice underneath. As it developed though, the warmth and spice came to the forefront and I found myself really enjoying it. I think most people will consider this a cool weather fragrance, but I love the intensity and the scent at warmer temps. Yeah, this is what I suspect of this. I've got a feeling this would really work in warm weather. It's a bit like, it smells nothing like it though. The similar sort of vibe of Naxos, in that Naxos can be, it can work absolutely killer in cold temperatures, but it's next level in hot weather. This is what I feel this. I think it's going to work both extremes. I have 2 bottles of Sohan, one early and one late. They differ tremendously, as the former is very rose dominant and the latter being more oud based. I enjoy both in equal measure. I'm not sure if the reason is age or fermentation, or just the difference in ingredients used. I don't know what this is. The number on it is 116020, but this is rosy. This is very rosy. The ouds, the ouds. It's not, well, I'll take that back. It's not subtle, but it's not powerful. It's not a massive powerful. The rose is definitely the star of the show in this bottom. Finally, a Penhaligon's. It gets some staying power. This is a lovely oud and rose done right. It's spiciness and smoky, really beautiful in the colder months. Had a lot of compliments for this one. One of my favourites, soft, spicy and cosy, and the dry down oud notes is perfect. Big love for this one. Anyone else agree this smells very similar to Halfeti leather and Oud but better? Yeah, I love Oud and I can see the similarities in this. I've yet to pull the trigger on Oud. It's finding the right price for it. Looking at this here, when he said it says like Halfeti leather, Halfeti's got rose oud, pink pepper, Labdanum and Vetiver and Sandalwood in, I believe. Don't think it's got Laotian Oud, so there's all but one ingredient in this that's in Halfeti. So it wouldn't surprise me that one can pick out the similarities in that. This is a must-have rose oud, my absolute favourite. There are similarities with Oud Ispingham by Dior, but this is much stronger. Beast mode, longevity and projection last 12 plus on my skin, and I don't doubt that. This is those two sprays, and this isn't in a negative way, it's suffocating. So it's like dirty, sexy power. This is not for the faint of heart. It makes a statement with not a single moment of hesitancy, no restraints. It's for a lion of a man, or eagle. Best Western made oud ever. Definitely lives up to its name. Powerful and strong, impactful, to me, quite fruity and lively, which I love. This turns a little too medicinal. Think germaline, which for me is quite distracting. Tested a 1.5 sample from Penhaligon's. I'm not getting a germaline vibe. I know what he means though. I've had a couple of fragrances like that. Gucci Guilty Absolute, is it, or Intense? The Alberto Moraes one. That can get a bit germaline-y. This is a really nice Rhodu Saffron scent. Good performance, perfectly blended, a true gem. Yeah. Some people saying, yeah, it shares similarities with others. This is back to being a rose oud. You will get similarities with a rose oud, and this is why I think after time, particularly once one cultivates the nose and the senses more, they're able then to pick out and distinguish the nuance and the quality in different types of rose oud scent. And as I mentioned, this one's top tier. I totally fall in love with the perfume. What do you think about a woman using Sohan? Send me a message about your opinion. Yeah, a woman, it could easily pull this off. That fecal oud's non-existent in this. The oud's really sort of tame. It's there, it's quality, it's really quality. It's so well blended in with the other notes that this is rosy. The comment back there was initially grandma-y. So yeah, though this is one of those masculine scents that when a man can pull this off, man, he'll just own it. He'll flipping own this. Yeah, no issue with a woman at all. I could easily. It said unisex. Hardly anyone said this was female, but I disagree. I think could easily pull this off. Not much though. Really dainty sprays with this. Many Eastern interpretations from this awesome fragrance house. Sohan ticks all the boxes. This opens with a sticky, boozy and resinous light sweetness with undertones of YSL's blended wood spice. The dry down carries the sweetness of rose and warm spice, really nice. Yeah, I'm going to leave it on that. The vitamin mark there with the booziness, it has that real sour champagne vibe to me. Quickly read this, like bitter sweet oud. That's what it's like. It's like a sour, like this. It has the bitterness that accompanies the sweet saffron blend. Maybe it's the dates with some pink pepper, labdanum and dirty vetiver. It begins quite strong oudy, then softens to the bitter sweet oud. It reminds me a lot of Sultan Leather by Merchant of Venice, but lighter and sweet and very impressive. A very sweaty oud, but the rose and saffron are exceptional here. I had oud ispizan, Zurjov more than words, and the oud was more offensive there. As a person who lives in Dubai, this scent is not special to me. It's frequently found in local perfume stores, and you can get the same scent with the same performance for a much cheaper price, but I can tell you why it's hyped in the US. I'm not saying that it's bad, it's just so normal and ordinary. Plus, it's quite similar to Oud Ispizan by Dior. Yeah, you're gonna get that in. This is the thing in Dubai, in Middle East. This is just going to be standard. The difficulty there, though, is perhaps a lot of, because it's so cheap to make that type of fragrance out there. This is an intense fragrance, I see, very well worn by a self-confident man. You need to be strong to wear this, and yeah, it has some kind of spicy sweetness, which makes it wearable also by charming femme fatale. I'm thinking of Matahari and smoky nightclubs. These are the thoughts this amazing fragrance inspires. I would not wear it. I'm confident, but I do not feel the need to mark my territory, and that is the only reason anyone will wear this fragrance, to show you who is boss. And there you have it. I don't know. I mean, yeah, if you power sprayed this, maybe, but I think one or two sprays of this, and it works such a treat, such a charm. I'm so glad I didn't do what I ordinarily do with fragrance and give it a good blast. It really don't need it. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. That's Penhaligon's the Uncompromising Sohan. So there he is there. Is it a hawk? Is it an eagle? It's hard to say, but yeah, there it is. Absolute winner. Charming little fragrance, and no regrets. So I hope you got something out of that, and yeah, I wish you all the best, and please continue creating value in your lives and environment, and bye for now.